This woman shouted at the girl, said, "Get out of my house. I don't want you here." She begged, "Please don't send me away. I have nowhere to go, and I don't even have food to eat." But the woman was cruel. She laughed and said, "Then go live on the street. That is your home now. Your father doesn't love you, and I don't love you either." The little girl picked up her things and said, "I don't know what you're saying to my dad. I'm going to discover your plans." From the window, a poor woman saw everything. She said, "I have to help the child." Little girl was sitting alone and thinking whether she would tell her dad. He wouldn't believe her. Then the poor girl came close to her and said, "I saw what happened." The girl looked up with tears in her eyes and said, "She doesn't want me in the house." She said, "Even my father doesn't love me anymore." The poor woman held her hands and said gently, "Don't believe her lies. Your father loves you very much. She just wants to hurt you with her words," and said, "Don't worry. I will help you. You are not alone." She took the girl with her. When the girl's father came back home and saw her girlfriend with bruises on her body, he asked what had happened. She quickly told him lies, saying, "Your daughter attacked me and then ran away." The father frowned. "No, that cannot be true. My daughter would never do that. I have to get her." But his girlfriend stops him, saying, "Look how she hit me, and if she comes back, she'll do the same to me." He said, "But she is my daughter, and I love her." He went to find her daughter. He saw her daughter with a poor girl and said he would not let her hurt his daughter. The poor girl took the girl to her home, which was not pretty. The little girl said, "You live here because my mom did not give you coins." She said, "Your mom was a very good woman. When she died, Miss Gracia immediately threw me out of the house, and she didn't give me time to pack my things." The little girl said, "My mom said you stole jewelry." She said, "No, I know something about Miss Gracia, so she threw me out." The father was listening all the conversation. When the little girl said, "How will my dad believe me?" Poor girl said, "The thing is, your dad thinks Miss Gracia is just as good as him, but don't worry, I will talk to her." She gave her some food and asked her to wait here. She brought a tortilla. She went to the lady's house. Gracia shouted at her, but she said, "I only came to remind you that you promised me you wouldn't do anything to the girl." She said, "I did not do anything to her." They argue, and the poor girl told, "I know you put something in Mr. Engel's wife's food. She slept her at that time." The man came with her daughter. He said, "I heard everything. Right now, I want you to leave my house, because if you don't, I'm going to call the police." The woman tried to defend herself, but the father did not listen. The father said sorry to her daughter. "Forgive me, my love," he said softly. "I should have believed you. From now on, I promise to listen to you and protect you." The girl's tears turned into a smile. She finally felt safe. The poor woman who had helped the girl tried to leave quietly, but the father stopped her. He said, "Please stay with us. You are brave and kind, and we need you in our family." The woman agreed with a smile. From that day on, the father, his daughter, and the kind woman lived together as a family filled with love, trust, and happiness. The girl was never alone again. Do you think the father did the right thing by sending the stepmother away?